With you all mentioning this idiot's name with mine, not Roland Martin, this woman that you all keep mentioning with mine. Let's get something very clear today. There is zero things in common with me and Candace Owens. Literally nothing. And when you suggest that there is any reason why we should share space, what you're doing is, one, wildly disrespecting my education, my authenticity, and my value system. You are also giving her merit that she does not deserve and that is completely unearned. So please stop juxtaposing her and I in any shared space other than those that exist right now at the behest of gravity and a necessity to breathe air. That's it. I don't even know if we came into the world the same way, because I don't know if she was a cesarean or a vaginal birth. So, please, stop. We have to get more nuanced than thinking just because two people are black and they're women and they, have mentioned politics that they should, share space. No, they don't need to share space. When some people are like, well, we should send our children to predominantly white schools because they deserve a better education. And it's okay, that's one thought process. But the other thing is that you're putting your kids in a space where they're going to actually feel harm. Why? Why do it? The obsession with you all mentioning this idiot's name.
The nerve of this woman. Look, guys, I'm just going to be honest. I am not the biggest fan of Amanda Seales. I'm not the biggest fan of Amanda Seales, and I won't say I'm a fan-ish of Candace Owens. You know what I mean? I think that Candace Owens is one of the more respectable black women black women that are out representing black women that we have. Honestly, if we're being honest, I agree with a decent number of her beliefs, and you know what I mean, let's just put it like this: we align more than we disagree. So with that being said, Amanda Seales is the complete opposite. So I agree with her on one point, and that is that there is nothing similar about Candace Owens and Amanda Seales. For one, Amanda Seales is a known crash dummy. She's a crash out. She crashes out all the time. She just recently, if you hadn't heard, she just got laid off from her from that, or fired from that gig that she had. This woman, she's known to make her life hard because she can't keep her mouth shut. Candace Owens can't keep her mouth shut either. But at least when Candace Owens is going on her rhetoric and spilling her beliefs, guess what? There's a foundation there. She's not just going out crash dummy. Think about, look, if you remember, there was the incident where Candace Owens parted ways with the Daily Wire. That's Ben Shapiro and the other guy. And the reason why they parted ways was because of the stance that the Candace Owens stance of the Jesus is King thing. And, Ben Shapiro and them being of a certain demographic, they ended up creating friction. So, like I said, they parted ways. That's pretty much all you hear. You heard Candace Owens going back and forth with Steven Crowder. You hear her criticizing people. You hear her going back and forth with Cardi B. No, you hear Amanda Seales going back and forth with herself. That's the truth of the matter. She goes on one platform. Oh, now she's a victim. She goes on Shannon Sharp. Now she's a victim. She goes on this TV show. Now she's a victim. She's on Insecure. Now she's a victim. Amanda Seales is a perpetual crash out victim. She's a crash victim. Everything she does, she is her worst enemy. And the fact is, she's too smart for her own good. She's got all this education, and all that education makes her feel that she is a harbinger or an arbiter of knowledge, specifically around black culture, the black community, racism, and all that stuff. And honestly, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. 90% of the things that she say are absolutely ridiculous because she makes them up. She fabricates them. She lives in a delusional la-la land where it's just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Can this woman just shut up? That's the truth. That's the truth. Amanda Seales is delusional. There is nothing that's the same about her and Candace Owens. Does she have the right to call Candace Owens an idiot? Yeah, you have the right to say whatever you want, but is it a qualified opinion? Because honestly, to the rest of the world, they feel that way about you. Like just look at her mannerisms, just everything about her.
You are also giving her merit that she does not deserve and that is completely unearned.
And what merit do you have? What merit do you have? If somebody can rise to her level of status just for giving their opinion that's different and contrary to quote unquote what's accepted in black culture, end quote, who are you to say that she doesn't have the merit?
Please stop juxtaposing her and I in any shared space.
Now, guys, I'm going to just be honest with you. I didn't graduate college. Somebody let me know what justifying or whatever that word she used is, because I don't feel like looking it up right now. But at the end of the day, that's what I mean. People like her, they tend to just they tend to disguise their word salad with a bunch of big words, and so you spend so much time trying to figure out what the chick is trying to say, and I'm trying to be nice. What the chick is trying to say, and you can't even really address the points because it's so much word salad.
Other than those that exist right now at the behest of gravity and a necessity to breathe air.
What is she saying? Are you saying she's essentially saying, and like I said, this is just my average midwit brain coming up with this, but obviously she's saying that the only thing that's the same about them is the fact that they can breathe air. Why couldn't you just say that? This is what I'm talking about. And this is the problem with a lot of these so-called educated black woke women. They tend to think that their education and they can disguise a lot of their BS with word salad. I don't have a problem with people being educated. You know what I'm saying? My problem is when you use that in an attempt to disguise your sweet nothings. And that's what it is. She's not saying anything. Oh, you're mad and you're calling this woman an idiot. Talking about it's offensive to you. Maybe it's offensive to her to be considered suggested to team up with you. And that's the problem with a lot of y'all. At least she's willing to have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of you people, y'all not willing to have a conversation. And that's the truth. So, I mean, I think this woman is delusional. I do. I think she's delusional. And like I said, I agree with her about a lot about the Kamala Harris stuff and all that. But at the end of the day, a broken clock can be right twice a day. And every other time, she's dead wrong. That's the truth. Amanda Seales needs help. She needs help. She's a crash dummy. That's a fact.